Okay, Jethro, as you know, you have 15 minutes to present. After your presentation, you'll have a seat, and the commission will ask you questions. You can start.
Okay, good morning, teacher. Good morning, Anita. Today I will present my research, that is the use of translation as a technique to teach English and its effects on adult learner intake. Well, the former internship was in an English basic one course from Universidad Santo Tomás, and it was carried out here in the university. And the course was composed by 26 students. As the teacher used translation as technique to teach them English, I wanted to know how effective this technique is in terms of when they use the mother tongue to translate some sentences or words in the target language. So, as there are different points of view of this technique that are, for example, as Quinn said, that is the use of translation is contrary to the natural process of acquiring a language. And there are also people and authors that support the use of this technique as theoretical that says that learnings become meaningful through the use of translation. The main reaching knowledge is that most of the studies are carried out in ESL classroom. That means English as a second language. And we are trying to focus here in English as a foreign language in the class. And most of the researchers are qualitative researchers. So they don't focus on measure actual factors that can be perceived, can be observed in the English classroom. So that's why the purpose of the study is to provide evidence to encourage the use of translation as a means for teachers. So from here it emerged the research question, that is, how does the use of translation from L1 to L2 affect the intake of target language in elementary vocabulary of a certain thematic area in adult learners? For the purpose of this investigation, certain thematic area is a concept that we will talk later on. And from this question, it emerged the general objective, that is to determine the possible effect of employing L1 to L2 translation on adult learners' level of lexical intake in certain thematic areas. And in order to achieve the general objective, we have two specific objectives. The first one is to identify adult learners' initial levels of lexical range in a specific thematic area, and the second one is to quantify and assess these learners' levels of lexical intake after the application of translation strategies. Okay, so as this is a quantitative study, we have designed hypotheses, that is, students will show a higher level of intake when they learn vocabulary by the use of translation from L1 to L2. This hypothesis is supported by Turtle, that a student shows a higher level of outcome when translation is used to teach a foreign language. So the theoretical frameworks, we have here the research questions in order to classify, we have the research question in order to identify the main concept that we have to talk about. That the first one is the use of translation from L1 to L2. The translation in this case, translation from L1 to L2 is a process in which words are exchanged from the mother tongue into the target language, exchanging the words and replace it by its equivalent in target language from the mother tongue. And the intake, it refers to the input. It's the set of input that is stored in the short and long-term memory. the elementary vocabulary is in a certain thematic area. The elementary vocabulary first is the words that we must know to communicate effectively. In a certain thematic area, I decided to use advertising in order to contextualize the study in this course, because it was a unit of the course book that the students were working with. Adult learners, according to Brown, adult learners are learners who have a cognitive capacity and abilities that allow them to have more successful outcome in the classroom. For the purpose of this research, the adult learners will be all the learners that belong to the class. And in target language, it means the language that is not the native one. The methodological framework. First, I would chosen the positive paradigm because it allows us to focus on actual facts that can be observed. And the approach that was selected is a quantitative one because it allows us to measure scientifically evidence, and it allows the evidence to corroborate a hypothesis. The design was the quasi-experimental one because the record and measure it records and measure the output of a single group by evaluating before and after a treatment. The procedure was, the students had two different pre and post tests. The pre-test was taken before the classes started, and then was an intervention using translation as a strategy. Then they had to do the same pre-test, but it was considered as post-test. The procedure was taken in 2 days, and in the second one, the mechanic was the same, but the difference was that the tests were not the same. So the vocabulary, even though it was the same thematic area, it considers different words. And then the intervention was done without using translation, but introducing the vocabulary by giving them the meaning in English. The population sample. The course consisted of 26 students, but as we wanted to compare results, we had to use a population example that was the same, that they were present in both days that the experiment was done. So the total was 11 adult learners from English Basic 1 that they were present in both days. Here we have the material used. The first one is the pre and post test for the class in which they had an intervention with the use of translation. And here we can see that there are 4 pictures that represent a type of advertising. In the second test that was applied during the second day, and it has 4 different pictures that belong to another type of advertising. Here we have the lesson plans that were used in the interventions. The first one had a class. The first one it has as purpose the use of translation in the pre-activities and in the while activities and the post-activities. So this one was applied in the first day. The second lesson plan was applied on the second day and was focused on the use of it was focused on introducing vocabulary by not using translation, but another technique that was introducing the vocabulary by giving them the meaning so they can compare but not using the mother tongue. The analysis of the data. Well, these are the results that have the analysis of the data. Here. The analysis of the data was carried out by comparing the result of both pre and post test. Here we have the average in the output that the student had, and we can see that in the use of translation, the average of improvement in them, it was higher than in the class in which it was not used the translation as technique. Here we have the observation that is 11, because they were 11 students, and the mean difference. The technique used was the T-pair test, because it is used to compare results from the same population before and after an intervention. Here we had to consider that the main alpha was used to compare, and so we can say that if a difference is significant in terms of the improvement, so it was considered as equal or above 0.5, the difference was significant. So we can see that in both cases the mean difference was was below 0.5. So the presentation and discussion and findings. Here in this graphic, we can see the results, the contrast between the results, in which the blue line means the teaching without translation, and the red one means the teaching by translation. The numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 means the numbers of correct answers that the student had in the test, and from 0 to 11 means the numbers of the students that were present. So each number was assigned to a student. Okay. So in both classes we can see that the main difference was not significant. So it means that even though it was an improvement in terms of intake of vocabulary, the mean difference is not significant. So in order to clarify the objectives, we will talk again about the objectives. So the first one, to identify all learners in each level of lexical range in a specific thematic area. It was achieved because they could be categorized by their output in the test. To quantify and assess these learners' levels of lexical intake after the application of the translation strategies, it was also achieved in terms that they could be also assessed because of their outputs. And to determine the possible effect of employing L1 to L2 translation of the learners' levels of lexical intake in certain thematic areas, these objectives was not achieved because the impact or the effect that had the use of translation was not significant in terms of measurable output or results. So the hypothesis, also the students will show a higher level of intake when they learn vocabulary by the use of translation from L1 to L2, even though they show an improvement in terms of intake of vocabulary. This hypothesis is null because the main difference was not relevant, or was not the main difference was not significant. So the limitations of the research are that first, the results cannot be generalized because this research or this investigation only took in consideration the vocabulary intake in only one certain thematic area, and it also needs a wider range of vocabulary to evaluate if we want to consider the levels of intake of the students in terms of vocabulary. And the contributions are that first, the result shows an effect in the students' intake of vocabulary, even though it was not significant. It is an effect. It shows an improvement. So these results can provide a precedent for further researches. So we have the first. The metacognitive analysis. The strengths, weaknesses, and challenges related to the strategic domain in first, the research study. First, I would like to talk about my weaknesses as a researcher in the strategy domain, because during the semester I had a lot of difficulties trying to find my object of study. I changed from phonetics to grammar translation method, and then I got here. But as my strength, I think that I could really focus on was my object of study. So I tried to read a lot of literature and background and to consider different studies that were carried out about this object of study. And the challenges are that I would like to consider the possibilities before I start to try to make the research. Because it happened that I started to do the research when I realized that I didn't like it, or I was not very into the object of study. And related, the strengths, weaknesses, and challenges related to the strategic domain, the internship. First, I think that one of my weaknesses is that sometimes students arrive with different educational backgrounds, and we need to adapt and be open to different strategies to teach English. And that is also one of my challenges, to try to get more, try to be more open to consider other strategies to teach English, not only one method or one technique. And one of my strengths, I think that I really take into consideration that I take into consideration students' needs when I'm planning my classes. So, for example, if they were students from nursery or from another career, I took into consideration those factors in order to plan my classes. And here we have the references.
Thank you.